Human rights lawyer Hassan Martin has accused President Barrow of acting based on bad advice to allow Mamadou Sabally's continued detention. Mr. Sabally was arrested last week in connection with a video in which he allegedly said UDP will take the country from the president before the local government elections. But reacting to his continued detention in a letter shared with the Standards, lawyer Martin said, bearing in mind that Gambians are no longer naive, few paranoid individuals should not think they can suppress dissenting views. Also, we have observed that the president is being misled by some of his close aides acting on bad advice that can sink the nation. He said the president and his government should remember that power resides with the people as enshrined in the Constitution. Let the authorities not suffer amnesia over the never again slogan, because from our experience of 2 decades ago, Gambians can no longer afford political prosecution to be an agenda of the present and any future government. He said government's daily press releases on the alleged coup are not the way to address sensitive law and other issues relating to evidence and truth about an alleged treasonous crime such as issues for the courts. It is almost 2 weeks. We are still waiting for our authorities to tell us something over a viral TikTok audio or social meeting. Thus, we expect no fabrication or imaginary story will surface to detain anyone beyond the 72 hours as stipulated by the Constitution, he added. Commenting on the video that led to Sabally's arrest, lawyer Martin compared Sabally's case to Langtombong Tamba and Co case, where the state tried to manufacture evidence to prosecute them. He went further to say government should explain to Gambians how to doctrine 19 seconds audio video of a politician saying his party will take the country from the president could mean a coup attempt. He urged Gambians to stand in solidarity with Sabally. He described as unacceptable reports that Mr. Sabally's friend, lawyer, and relatives are denied access to him. That is very troubling because the presumption of innocence until proven otherwise should always be the guiding principle, and good practice dictates that there should be no intimidation during negotiations, he said. Let the president and authorities be advised, as we heard some confused and incompetent aides crying out set example on alleged suspects who never tried to convicted. Well, we again advise that examples are not set on innocent accused suspects. Remember, posterity is here to judge and explanation will be given someday to come. The TRRC is a guide, he added. Lawyer Martin added that the Gambians can no longer afford a dictatorial regime that abuses its authority and violates their rights. Therefore, Mr. Sabally's unlawful detention must come to a stop. Either he must be arraigned before a court or be granted bail pending any investigations. His immediate release will be the best option, he added. Commenting on the court's decision to extend Sabally's detention, lawyer Martin said, a court is not expected to derogate on its duty in exercising maximum caution when dealing with rights and liberty, equality. Any prosecution case cannot be built on fabrication or manufactured evidence. The public is watching and will continue to speak truth to power without a doubt. The current situation is not about Mr. Sabally or UDP, but a concern to every Gambian and should be associated with politics, he noted. However, Yankuba Jallo, an award-winning journalist's opinions on Sabally's arrest, the prosecution of Mamadou Sabally will be dangerous. He should be released forthwith. It is an unfair arrest. The content of the video audio is very clear. Certainly, a right-thinking person would not construct his statement to mean anything negative. The police should be mindful. The police have been corrected severally by the courts. I mean, under the Barrow regime, in most of the cases, the police are asked to pay heavy fines for the unlawful arrest and detention of civilians. You have the power to arrest, no problem. You have the power to detain, no problem. The power to arrest and detain is one thing. The courts now do not consider the power, they consider how justifiable the arrest is. Mamadou Sabally's release unconditionally, his lawyer confirmed it today, the Friday, 30th of December 2022. Story from the Standard newspaper, reporting for In-Depth Media. I am Bajan Kamara.